Hi there, I'm Matt Keene. Thanks for visiting Creating a Future We Want, Visionary Evaluation Series. Going through every page here. I'm on page 9 and 10, the Visionary Evaluative Principles. Here we are. Earlier I've introduced the list of them, but here are the principles by which visionary evaluatives, and you're probably one, you may not know it yet, but you're very likely a visionary evaluative. These are principles, 6 principles that visionary evaluatives live by. Why do we need principles? There are many reasons why Beverly and Lovely and I worked very hard to, with lots of other people, to craft these principles, but it reminds me of many conversations had over the last many years about, what's better, the past or the present? Okay, say the past is, so good because things were so much simpler and we didn't have so much pollution maybe, and it depends how far past you go, more peaceful, more restful. Life was just without so much distraction and stress and so many stressors as we have now. You'll also hear that, of course, the present is there are many other reasons why the past was great. My grandfather would tell me about them. The present, education and medicine and technology and connectivity between people and what's possible today that has never been possible before. I don't know which is better. I mean, I think that I can see both sides of that discussion. I mean, I also see that debate. The past is ridiculed as being, horrible because, children had to work. People's lives were half as long. There's no access to education, no books to read, no printing press. Yeah, you could go on forever about that, and you could also go on forever about the problems with the present, in inequality, epidemics, and anxiety, depression, obesity, childhood obesity, asthma, autoimmune diseases, cancers, heart disease. I don't know. Everywhere you turn, it sounds like something horrible is happening, and it's really hard to, see the signal and the noise there. And again, the debate can go on forever, and I'm not sure, I've never really been attracted to that debate. I have been more confused by it than anything, and I think that some of the reason there is some of what shows up here in visionary evaluation and these principles. I have great hope for the future. I'm one of the greatest optimists I know. I'm a surfer, so I always think the waves are going to get better, like every second, every day. I'm a fisherman. I always think I'm going to catch a fish with the next cast. I always go out the next day, and I do believe that we can honor the well-being of humanity and civilization and all life. But these debates over dualisms, like the past is better, the present is better, I don't know. I'm not seeing how that's extremely helpful, or at least not as helpful as perhaps spending more effort visioning a future that we want. Taking our values, what we've learned from the past, what we're learning from the present, what we didn't like, what we did like, and visioning futures that we want and the relationships between our various visions and our various contexts, and working toward that. We need not settle for the present that has been constructed and everything that is the patterns of organization inherent and now built into it. We can observe this, reflect on it, reflect on what we know and what we need to learn, like history, and other people's current perspectives, and from there construct these visions of futures that we want. Like, planes and children yelling while you're making a little video. That, I think, is something of why we will benefit by crafting, designing, testing principles, praxes that involve principles that guide our thinking, our behavior, guide the development of the next praxis. These principles are for this purpose, in enabling us to navigate this crazy modernity that we have created, enabled to be created, and ourselves are a part of, a participant in. I'm Matt Keene. Thanks for visiting Creating a Future We Want. That was dense. The Visionary Evaluation Series. What's a vision for a future of principles for behaviors and thinking and praxis?